minutes already. Where is this? What is going crazy there? Oh, I see what's going on. That was a recording that was going. It's been going for a while, so now I'm showing 15 minutes in the live stream. I'll switch over to the live stream studio, and it's not showing the right video. Let's come over here, and this is just gonna be continuing to drive me nuts. And that says connect streaming software. I did that already. Why are you not recognizing it? And if I come over to this button and Tim Undeletable folder, okay, so that's right. So that showed up as a scheduled live stream. And then this is showing me choices. No, it's not made for kids. Public, education, save. And then there's an in stream button, which implies that we're already streaming. And if I come over here to my channel list of videos, it looks like it's actually, yes. And here we'll get.
I can see you on my tablet.
There's audio, so you do see it coming through, Tim.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, here we come bring you up on the Zoom meeting. There you are. Hello, Tim.
Hey.
So we got a possible solution for your Undeletable folder, and I'm going to show documentation of where this has come from and who suggested it. So to do that, I'm going to switch over to my computer number 2. So you're not actually seeing this now, Tim, unless you have the YouTube up somewhere.
I've got it up.
Yeah, okay, so this video that we did called Tim Full Image Backup and Restore. If I scroll down into the comments here, I had an exchange back and forth with a viewer called Winter Mute, and without going through all of his comments, he says here the link that he previously tried to tell me about was to a Microsoft document that describes this / notation. And Google let's see, it says Google Win32 file name spaces. And it should be the first link. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, this kind of craziness, / notation. So he had previously tried to tell about that. Let's see, up here in this comment, where he says, can reproduce the problem with MD / path to folder / edit, and he's got a space right there after the word edit. So what I think he's saying there is that, like if he had said, I can reproduce the problem with, I kind of stumbled over this sentence. I didn't quite understand what he's saying. Are you saying, can you reproduce the problem with such and such? Or is he saying, I can reduce the problem with such and such, meaning him? So I was a little bit lost with that and didn't really understand it until he went further into explaining this piece here, Google Win32 file name spaces. So I took a brief look at that, and it looks feasible. It just might work. So to do that, I'm going to, I just did a Control-C copy for that, and I'm going to come to your computer, Tim, I'm remotely connected to, and then we'll bring up Google and bring up a new tab. Then I'll do a Control-V paste here, and fun thing about this is a copy operation that I did on my computer, I can come to your computer and paste it. Then here, naming files, paths, and name spaces. I'm going to right click on that, choose open in new tab, and then come to this new tab. So somewhere in here in this document, it talks about that stuff. Now, rather than scrolling through trying to find it, I'm going to click inside this area here just to be sure it's active. Then Control F for find, and then let's see, I want to do that. It was Was that backslashes or forward slashes that he did? I'm going to go back and look. It was backslashes. Backslash, backslash, question mark. So like this. Backslash, backslash, question mark, backslash. And there we are. We got 5 hits. Win32 file namespaces. The Win32 namespace prefixing and conventions are summarized in this section and the following section with description how they're used. Examples intended to use with Windows API don't necessarily work with all shell applications such as Windows Explorer. A wider range of possible paths than is usually available from Windows shell applications. For file input-output, this prefix to a path string tells Windows API to disable all string parsing and to send the string that follows it straight to the file system. So basically what he's saying, as I understand it, is that when we try to remove the directory utilizing that space at the end, that the Windows parsing takes off that trailing space that we were trying to specify.
I didn't even notice it until you saw it.
Yeah. So we're going to go try to do this, and it's basically going to be an RD command for remove directory. I'm going to switch back to his explanation here where he was saying is okay, so it's RD using quotes over the entire thing with that backslash, backslash, question mark, backslash. Say that 3 times real fast, I dare you. Ay, caramba.
This video is blurry on YouTube.
You're seeing blurry video?
Yeah, on my tablet. I don't know, it might be my Wi-Fi connection.
All right. Well, I just did Windows key and then CMD for command prompt. I'm going to right click and do run as administrator. And then yes to the user account control. That gets us to here. And then go figure out where in the world that folder was. It's inside MoonW. Can you guide me better? Where do we go to for your...
Some pictures.
So CD space pictures.
And there's one file in there, it's edit, but there's a bunch of other subfolders that has that same error.
All right. So there's one there called edit. I'm going to look at that one because that one has a space at the end of it.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So when we do RD space, well, I'm going to start with dir edit, and it doesn't even find that folder, I don't think. If I go, see, I can't even change into that. If I do cd space edit space, it won't go into it. If I do cd space quote edit space quote, it still won't go into it. If I do cd space quote backslash backslash question mark backslash edit space quote, no. Command does not support UNC paths. Okay. Now, let's go look at that folder here in pictures, and then I'm going to just float over one of those. I want to go into it. I want to go E for edit. There's that folder. So here we see that extra space. We can see that underline. It goes one space past the T, which means, let's see, I gotta go fix something here. I just realized I'm doing wrong. And move that just so people can see both of us. You'll see that change in the YouTube video there shortly. So then inside this edit folder, it's empty. And we are unable to delete this folder. This is no longer in the location, verify the item's location. And we can try again all day long. And we also cannot change the name of that folder. So I just did a right arrow key. I'll try adding a letter at the end of that and could not find this item. So this, I'm just refreshing for anybody that hasn't seen the prior videos on this, that this folder just does not behave. So then, let's come back here to this command prompt, and I'm going to go back again to Wintermute's advice to us, and he says RD, and then put that entire path. Now he does say, he shows in square brackets path to folder, which should mean that's optional. And we shouldn't have to do that whole path. Now if I come back here to your DOS window and do Control V to paste that, this is obviously going to error out. But that just gets me this here as a reminder. So, quote, // question mark, /. I don't need to specify the path to the folder because we're already in the parent of that folder. But it does have that path to the folder within square brackets. Does that mean I need another /? I would doubt it. I'm going to try it just with this, and then edit space quote, enter. Did not find that. So then I'm going to come back here and put another /. No. Okay, so then I'm going to try specifying the whole path, because the instruction says to do this, users moonw pictures. Okay, do you follow that reasoning, Tim?
Yeah.
Are you ready to place a bet on this?
We'll see.
All right. No dice.
No
dice. Another one bites the dust. Is there anything about the instruction that I have not done as prescribed? So let's go back to this piece. For file input output, the quote, // question mark, / quote, prefix to a path string tells the Windows APIs to disable all string parsing and to send the string that follows it straight to the file system. For example, if the file system supports large paths and file names, you can exceed the max path limits that are otherwise enforced by Windows APIs. For more information about the normal maximum path limitation, yada yada, because it turns off automatic expansion of the path string, this prefix allows the use of double dot and single dot. I didn't do either of those in path names, which can be useful if you're attempting to perform operations on a file with these otherwise reserved relative path specifiers as part of the fully qualified path. Okay, so let me try that variation. I'm bouncing all around here like crazy. Let me get to the right place. Get to Tim's computer, and then Alt-Tab to get to the command prompt. So we're in this folder. So if I press up arrow key, that'll show the prior version of that command. I want to go up arrow again and use this version. But they said I can use the single dot. So here's the prefix that they're talking about, backslash, backslash, question mark, backslash. And then a single dot references the current directory, which is pictures, backslash, edit, space quote, and enter. Still not. See, I'm going back to what I think is the problem, is that this blank spot here is not actually a space, but it's some ASCII code that has a non-displayable character.
Could be a letter or a number.
Well, no, a letter or number can be displayed.
Oh.
But so here, let me demonstrate. Let's see if, can I do it on this keyboard? If I do Alt 65, nope. This keyboard doesn't have a dedicated numeric keypad. I'm gonna see if I can, do I have one with a, yeah, I do have one with a dedicated keypad. So I think I can punch up my computer number 3. I'll do it without any picture-in-picture. Windows key, CMD, command prompt, and then see if I can do Alt key, and then on the numeric keypad 6.5, and that gives me a capital A. Did you get to see that on the YouTube video, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I do the Alt key and on the numeric keypad do the number 66, that's a capital B. Then if I go up somewhere around in the 90s, if I do Alt 95, that's an underscore.
Huh.
If I come back a little bit, Alt 85, that's an uppercase U. So Alt 89 is an uppercase Y, Alt 90, and then Alt 91. So square bracket, Alt 92. So somewhere up here we get to the lowercase letters. I don't remember where. I'll try Alt 100. There's a lowercase d. So I guess that's Alt 96 or Alt 97 is a lowercase a. So the ASCII code set is like 255 characters, but they don't all have a displayable character. So I'm thinking if we could figure out what that character is after the T, that we could do an RD command edit and then put in an alt character. Let me see, like 60, what would be 62 maybe. It's a greater than symbol. Well, that's obviously not the right one. We need one that has no displayable character. So, coming back to your computer, Tim, then let's go up here to ASCII codes in as a Google search, and I want to get the full, here's the full set. Here, a complete table of ASCII code characters, codes, and symbols. All right.
Wow,
so,
that's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. So it goes from 0 to 255. So that's a total of 256 characters, because the 00 is the first. Now then 32 is a space. So when you press the space bar, that's same as doing Alt 32. But it has to be done on the numeric keypad. You can't do it from numbers across the top of the keyboard. Now, does your keyboard have a dedicated numeric keypad?
Yes, it does.
It does. All right. So let's go.
Well, I got a separate keyboard plugged into my laptop.
Okay, great. So let's see how that works for you. We got the DOS window open now. So hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and type 65 on the numeric keypad.
Alt 65.
and then let go of the Alt. And there's your A. So we can address these characters. Now, what we don't know is, well, we can do this much. From 32, all of these are displayable from a DOS prompt. We can type all of those characters and expect them to show up in a DOS prompt. Even the 95, because that's an underscore. That's some kind of an apostrophe. The lowercase letters, we could do all of those. So here, starting with, there's nothing here for 127. But these here are probably all non-displayable at the DOS level. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, it is.
So if I could come up with a way to get into a disk editing utility and go look at the directory table, we should be able to see the hexadecimal value of whatever exists after that T. Now, it's been so long since I've tried doing that, I don't know of a disk editing software off the top of my head. Now, let's just test this. Let's have you try the Alt key and then 128.
128.
And then let go of Alt. So you got exactly the character that we're seeing on that in that chart. Even though you could not type that otherwise, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to see if we have anybody in chat that happens to know how to do that. Or a disk editing utility that I can get my hands on right quick. And there's Frankie B. Hello there. I don't know if there's anyone else in chat. Frankie B is the only one that has spoken up, and I'm only seeing 4 concurrent viewers, so not much. Okay, so let's go see if we can find it. Save me, Google. All right, so disk editing editor. We don't need to edit. We just need to see. Oh, that's desk.
I was just getting ready to say.
Disk editor, freeware, free download. You're starting to think, Doug, are you going to download free software on my computer? I'm not so sure about that. CNET.
CNET usually has good stuff.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with them. There's a diskeditor.org. Yeah, Just don't know, huh?
.org. Usually I see that from a school or a government thing.
Yeah, .org is a little more difficult to get that domain that a scammer type entity isn't likely going to get that. So it might be comfortable with it. Let's see, does it have reviews? User reviews, 2 out of 5. There's 1 user review. Let's go see what... Oh, that was CNET. This is the .org. Freeware, Windows, Disk Editor, active, version 7. Kind of like to see some kind of a date, how current this is. I think it's probably, well, one comfort level is that it comes up high in Google's search, but that's not always validating. This one's a May 28th, 2020. Hex editor, disk editor for Windows. By Active Data Recovery Software. All right. It kind of makes sense that a data recovery software company would make that. And
I
then
think I, I
say
think I've
again.
I think I've used them before to recover some
Oh yeah.
deleted files from somebody's computer.
Let's see. There's some washed out stuff there. What is that? Some kind of hexadecimal
Something
code?
hid, something hidden in the background there.
Yeah. Oh, Elsoft Technologies. They're listing an address, phone numbers, click technical support from CNET. So this is the .org. They're claiming CNET. Of course, scammers could claim that. Active disk editor developed by such and such since 1999. Kind of feeling comfortable with them. All right, do you have a preference either way?
Doesn't matter to me.
All right, let's go CNET, because I can't imagine that they would keep this on their site if they've subsequently determined that these are bad actors. And so then that did a download.
That was quick.
Okay, then go into that. And answer yes. Welcome to Active Disk Editor Setup Wizard. Next. Accept the agreement. Next. Finish active launch. Now then, figure out how to find the folder name or that folder. Get started. Open disk, open file, open disk image, explore my computer, start file browser to have access. Okay, that sounds attractive. Go there. And then expand the C drive. Expand users. Scroll down a bit. Expand MoonW. Go down to pictures. Expand. Actually, a single left click would have probably been better. Just single left click on pictures and then look for temp over here.
Edit. There it is.
Edit, not temp. Yeah. So then I'll try a right click, see what it gives us. Open in File Explorer, inspect file record, and properties. Let's try properties.
Huh.
File preview, did that? Okay. Full path, pictures, edit, healthy, 0 bytes, including file attributes, directory. So if I single left click on this line, does it do anything?
Nope. You trying to copy it?
I'm trying to maybe see it, it open up to like change the name.
Oh.
Okay. How about over here, right click? There was no rename option. Inspect file record, open in File Explorer. That's probably just going to take us to where that is, and we see a space at the end of it. So, but we're not viewing in hex right now. This is giving us just a file explorer type of view. So inspect file record. What is that? Oh, there we go. There's hex.
Wow.
Yeah, this is familiar.
I
Oh,
don't
nice
think
to
I'll,
see you, my old friend.
I don't think I've seen anything like this in years.
Oh,
This is like the old Commodore pet computer days.
oh, I'm having fun now. Let's move some pictures out of the way. That's your Zoom photo, and then I'll move ours out of the way. So, and then scroll down over here and see what we can find. So, somewhere in here, that was called edit. So, ASCII, we should find the word edit. There it is. Edit. So, when I click on the E of edit, it's showing us
45.
45. That's the hexadecimal code for the letter E. That's not the ASCII code for E. So then this is the dot between the two letters. So 64 would be the lowercase d in hex. 69
This
would be the I, and we see that it's highlighting the I out here. And if I click on the T out here, then it shows that is 74. So then the 00 is the space between. So then 20 is the character that I think we're interested in.
After the T. Huh.
Right. So I'm sure there's probably an easy way to correlate that to a ASCII code, but before that, let's consider finding out what a space actually is. So the way I'll do that, see, we're in the hex editor now. I have it maximized, so I'm going to restore down, and then Alt Tab. No, we're still in. Okay, so let's get out of this mode and get back. Oh, here, look. We're on local disk C. Here's a tab. If we go to that tab, that takes us back to the files. Okay, so here's camera roll. I'll right click on that and choose inspect file record. And then in, let's maximize this. What was that called? Camera record?
Camera roll.
Camera roll, right here.
There it is.
Camera roll. So there's camera, and then this character right here is a space, and that is 20.
I got a space in camera roll.
Well, yeah, you got a space between the word camera and the word roll.
Oh,
right here.
duh.
Yeah.
That's a file I didn't even create. Windows created that stupid file.
All right. So, but this tells us that the hex 20 is the valid hex character for a space. So that tells us that folder named edit does truly have a space after it, and I was wrong in my speculation that it was a non-displayable character. So now, option B. We're in a disk editing tool. Can we delete that folder from this disk editing tool?
That would be cool.
Yeah. So I can click on this edit folder here. So let's look at menu choices. I already did right click and there was no option for deleting it. Okay. So these are disk editor actions. Open file explorer.
Same drop down menu.
Record. Yeah, that didn't help us anything. So how about over in this panel? Is there maybe different options?
There it is.
Right click. Nope. Actions. Nope. Nope. No. But here I've got an idea. How about this? We could get rid of that menu. Okay, over here we're still in this editor, but we're not at the place that we want to be. So let's come back here and right click on edit, inspect file record. And let's see, we are maximized. Here's edit. So here's the character. We know that 74 is a lowercase t. Can I change this to a 74? Here's edit. Oh no, edit's the name of is the file name. I want to edit that number. Find allow edit content. That 2 seems to be highlighted. I'm pressing the number 7. Oh,
there you go.
4. Here's edit with an extra T. Now let's come over here and refresh. I'll have to drill down again. Pictures.
All the way down. There it is.
I don't see an extra T. Maybe we haven't saved those changes or something. Okay, there we've got our extra T. Do we see here's a save option.
Save.
You're going to write data to local disk C. Please note that this operation can seriously damage file system. Proceed only if absolutely sure. Do you want to save your changes? The next sentence that you can hardly read there, do you really trust Doug?
Yeah, let's blow up the edit folder.
You know, something that you and I know that maybe viewers don't know up to this point? Well, what is that, Tim? What do you and I know that they might not realize? You've done a recent image backup.
Yes, I have.
There you go. There you go. So
and I've got a second hard drive. I could just throw the old hard drive back in.
Right. So here we go with a yes.
Failed to write.
Oh my gosh.
Failed to
Hello,
write.
Josty1. I see Josty1 is in the chat. Failed to write sector.
Error
Are
code
you
5.
kidding me? I can't even change that space to a lowercase t.
It's showing it there.
Yeah, it shows it there. It won't save
Highlighted
it.
as a red.
Yeah, perhaps that means unsaved changes. Clicking again on save. Do you want to save your changes? Yes. Failed to write sector such and such, local disk C, error code 5. All right. Well, I can't copy that, so let's come to Google, new tab, drag this down to where I can see that message, and then
Find what the code is.
Right. Sector 2, local disk, error code 5. We don't know. Well, it kind of looks like that code is an active disk editor code because of the title bar.
Yeah.
So it may be their code. About partition assistant error codes, diskpart.com. So maybe we should specify
I've got that software
that on diskpart, yeah.
down below.
Diskpart comes with Windows, I believe, but the one below you're talking about.
Yeah, I've got that
Active
software.
Disk editor. Now let's see if that gives us something different. Acronis, Macrium. We're going to have to move things out of the way again.
Those are disk software for disk backups and cloning.
Let's see, Alt Tab, going back, it is called Active Disk Editor. Active Disk Image, that doesn't necessarily look like the same. Okay, but is it possible that error code 5 is the same for all of them? Failed to write sector 0. Code 5, access is denied. And that person's doing USB. Error code 5 leads with that. Failed to lock the volume. Partition table on the disk failed to update as other programs. Okay. Do we have that folder accessed in some other program?
The file is open in Explorer.
Yeah, so let's close all that down. Close out on everything else. Oh, and here we're not in that particular folder, but let's close the command prompt. And then Zoom, computer management. Yeah, let's take that down too. Did you have something we need to come back in here and talk about?
I'm kind of curious why the original hard drive that I cloned outside the laptop, it doesn't recognize it. It's got this code down here. Let me see the mouse for a minute.
Oh, you got the mouse. All right.
This right here is kind of weird. Healthy GPT protective. I can't open it or nothing, but the computer knows it's there. It's kind of weird.
And what's on that disk?
That's the original hard drive that was inside the laptop before I switched to solid state last week.
Oh, okay. That's the spinning hard drive that we were working with in our previous session when we did an image backup and we did an image restore to this disk, and since then you have transferred that to a solid state disk.
Yeah, which I love.
All right.
Super fast.
All right. So now you have that connected through USB and you're unable to access it.
Yeah, but that's no big deal. It's probably something stupid I'm not looking at.
Yeah. So did you actually clone from the spinning disk to the SSD, or did you do a restore from the backup media?
I did a clone of it.
A clone. Okay. So then your new SSD should have the same partition. Yeah, I don't know that offhand. I'd have to research it. So we can come back to that in another session if we want to pursue that. So let's see if we got everything else.
Looks like everything's closed.
Yeah, we should be fine with Google Chrome, I think. We'll try leaving that open. Zoom we can leave open. Task Manager we can leave open. So let's see if we can save that change now. So there's our extra T, and then click Save, and then Yes.
Huh.
Nada. Okay. So let's see. Here's a edit button up here. What do we have? Revert changes, beginning block, end of block, clear selection, find, allow edit content. So we have a check mark on that. And I think I had put that check mark there. So now I think I just remove that check mark. Yeah. And so it seems like we would need that check mark to be present in order to edit content. Now, if we come back here to edit and say revert changes, we should be able to see this 7.4 down here change to the original 2.0. Revert changes.
It did.
All changes not saved will be lost. It hasn't yet. It's this one, right? Because there's the first T. This is the second T. So I click yes to that. There, that reverts it. Now, when I first changed that to 74, at that time, I don't think I had this check mark in place. So let's try changing that now and save. Yes. Failed. Not working.
Well, we do know it is a space.
Yeah, we know it's a valid space. It's not some other abnormal character. We know that we can't change that space to something else. Oh, here's something we can do. Is that the fact that we can't make a change to that, is that the source of the trouble? So let's find out, can we make a change to something else? So let's go to that camera roll.
There's nothing there.
Okay, and I'll change a character in that name and see if we're allowed to do that. So here's camera roll. So if we change the letter E, we'll go up one digit to 66 instead of 65. I'll click on the 6, type a 6, and then type another 6. And there we get an F. All right, can we save that? No. So that's not the source of the trouble.
It's not letting us edit.
This program isn't letting us make changes. Why?
Freeware.
Freeware, maybe. Can we buy a license? Help it check for updates, take survey, save hardware, about. Standard, freeway, registered, yes. Activated, no. Edition information, a self-contained module, for more features like yada yada yada, please visit recover deleted, restore, create and use disk images, RAID. Nothing there about low-level disk editing. And disk editor online. Low-level disk editing. Low-level formatting is a different thing than what we're doing. This easily could be called low-level disk editing, what we're doing. New file system. The question is...
software.
Okay, so if our question is, are we allowed to edit using this software? Why would there be a menu option called Edit?
Yeah.
And allow edit content if we're not allowed? Here's the thing. You have another disk attached, right?
I do. I have my passport's online now.
That's readable? We
Yeah.
can get to it?
Yeah.
All right. So if we can edit something on it, then that might mean that we can't edit the drive that we're currently booted from.
There's a copy of that edit folder on that hard drive too. The same one.
All right. Let's see. So Josty1 is saying Phil Exile also has a portable version, works on files or folders. And then he says, my guess is that the folder is locked. We've already checked on that. Frankie B, can the file be locked by Windows? And say we've already checked on that too. But that's an interesting point. Now both of those comments I think are deserving of deeper exploration, but since we have another disk attached that has that folder, can we manipulate it? Is it here?
Yeah, pictures. Oh, you woke up my hard drive. It was asleep.
Oh.
The lights are blinking on it.
All right.
It should be way down there called edit.
It's a folder, so we want to get around the E's.
Wow, these are old files. It's in there somewhere. Edit.
ED. No, it's not.
I saw it in there. Maybe it was in one of the backups I did.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it there.
Might be in there.
Okay.
Pictures. Oh, that's from my old computer.
Oops, I didn't want to go into that folder.
That edit file might be in here. The same one. Whoa, slow down. There it is. I thought I saw it.
No.
There's another picture file. What the heck? Oh, this is good.
Lower.
I'm not seeing it. I saw it somewhere. It must be on a different hard drive that I have.
Okay, but anyway, let's see. Can we bring up that? Let's see, your passport is K.
Yeah.
All right. So, go to my computer, and then we'll go to K. And then go this way. Making choices here a little slower, just trying to figure out if there's another place we haven't looked yet for that edit folder. It's really probably kind of pointless to keep drilling down in here. Let's just pick anything and see if we can change it. Somehow I'm not attracted to doing the numbered folders. So,
Car would probably be a good one.
Car. Inspect file record. And looking for car. There it is. I click on the R. That's 72.
74, make it a T. Cat.
Sure. So 74. So 74. Oh. 7.4. It's not doing anything, so maybe that is that edit check mark? Yeah.
Nope.
Allow edit. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. I can't even type something else until I've said that. I said,
77.
yeah, that's not what I wanted.
Now it's a cat.
All right. So now can we save that? Yes,
Huh?
indeed.
Really?
So maybe it's that we can't edit the drive that we're booted from. Now see, this still shows car, but let's refresh this. Then I gotta drill down again. Okay. Am I gonna find the right one? Which one was it in?
Pictures.
And then I think we went even deeper.
Pictures again.
You think so?
Should be, yeah, this looks familiar. Should be a cat in there now instead of car.
No, I think we probably went the wrong. I think we went the wrong way with it.
Moon W. It's like I got 2 copies of pictures in this thing. I gotta clean that up. Pictures again.
Okay, so let's take an easier way. We're just in the Moon W now. Let's change West Coast Formation Clinic. Tim Con will react to that, right?
I see West Coast or West.
Wow, way down here, West Coast. So if I change the W,
That's a 57.
let's see, it's got, yeah. Change that to a 65.
That made it a
East Coast.
East.
If you can spell East, E-E-S-T. And then save. And yes. And that appears to have saved. So then come back here. And when I refresh, this is going to go away. Maybe I can I click around? How about if I click into that and then out of it? Is there an up folder button?
Up button. Backspace sometimes work, but I don't know about this program.
Still shows West out here. Oh, let's click on Moon here. No, let's do refresh. So then K, and then Moon W, and that didn't change. We're in Moon W, that's the one it was, right? Go inspect file record. Yeah, it still shows here.
Still shows there E, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's odd.
And I can't even save it because it's already saved. So is there something about navigating back to it that I didn't do right? Let's do refresh here. Back to K. Moon W.
Huh.
So that is connected by USB?
Yeah, and it is 3.0 USB connection.
All right. Well, let's eject it, reconnect it. Or wait a minute. Let's try first from File Explorer. Let's see. There's K, Moon W. Yeah, West Coast has not changed.
Ooh, that's warm.
And we did not find the other one changed either, even though the program told us it did. All right, so I'm going to hit an eject button. Eject my passport. The device is currently in use.
Oops. We gotta close that program.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Content of local C has been modified. Do you want to save your changes? Oh, we don't actually get a final save yet. Let's cancel this. We did save here. Is there another save over here? Save application log, hardware info. No. All right. So let's try that.
Yeah.
Can seriously damage.
Failed.
To write. Oh, so it can't even exit. So proceed only. Do you want to save? No.
Thank you.
All right. Did you already unplug the device?
No, I didn't get a command to let me know.
Oh, that's right. We didn't get there yet. Okay, it shows it's gone.
All right, I'm gonna unplug it.
Yep.
Find the right cable. There we go. It's unplugged.
All right, put it back in. And then we'll start with File Explorer.
There it goes. Oh, you did that.
Yeah, I opened Explorer.
And it's back online.
Okay. There it is. Moon W. West Coast. So we were trying to change the name of a folder, and that did not work.
I'm wondering if that software is even any good or not.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's, of course, the next.
Oh, you can see a shortcut for it on the desktop.
Yeah, it might not have created a shortcut. Let's see. If
I see two new apps up there in the top.
Here.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, so we did Explore My Computer is where we did that.
We didn't try open disk.
We didn't open disk. Open device, partition or volume in disk editor. Open file from volume in disk editor. Open disk image. See, this might be that we were in a section that was limited to exploring.
Yeah.
So opening the device for editing could be a different thing altogether. Looks like the same interface. So open in disk editor. So here it's asking which disk we want to open. Here's your SSD.
Okay.
All right.
It's showing the whole disk.
Yeah. So now let's go. This is still open from our previous. I'm going to close that tab. let's see, we were trying to do that from the passport, but now that we did open disk and we opened the C drive, we didn't open the passport this time. So now if we go, we're in users and then MoonW, and then it was pictures.
Edit.
Okay, let's just go straight to the first one here because that's going to be easy for us to navigate to. We'll come back and see if we are successful.
That was a copy.
It had a date and then the word copy. So right here.
There it is.
Yeah. So it's 79, so I'm just going to decrease that by 1 digit. Yeah, see, I can't do it until we do this allow edit content. So now type in 8. So there I've changed that to an X. And then save from here. Go into write data, and it still failed.
Huh. Not allowing you to edit.
Right?
Anything.
Let's see if we do add disk image or open. Open does, yeah, this goes to another physical disk. So now let's try the passport. There's the passport and open. And navigate. See, this doesn't, on this tab, it doesn't give me a way to navigate through the folder structure. So I'm inclined to go back to here and navigate through the folder structure. And then take pictures.
Looks like it locked up on us. Okay.
Hello, come on. There we go. Okay, so now we're in the pictures folder. Why does this look strange to me? I guess it's just because... Oh, I actually got into one of the individual folders. Oh yeah, that's why it looked strange, is because there was no folders, it was files. All right, so again with the strategy of going to something right at the beginning of the target folder, go for this Young Eagles Rally and Barbecue, inspect file record. Down here, Young Eagles. So
the E.
Click on the E.
45.
It's this one right here. Okay.
Is it check mark?
Change it to 40. Hook checkbox, right. I think I can right click here and just do the check mark here. So then if I change that to a 2, young beagles. And then see if we can save that.
Seems like it did.
So we've seen it claim before that it saved, but then failed when we came back to it. So let's see, if I close Passport, it did not ask to save. If I close this one, it asked to save, but it's going to fail, so I'm going to answer no. This one is when we open the C drive, but we're not working on the C drive now, so I'll close that. Then here's the Passport pictures. Here we have young eagles. Refresh, and have to maneuver to it again. And then pictures. Young eagles. All right, I give up.
Huh.
It's told us that it made the change, but it did not. So we did that with this software. Did I get to the right place? No, I'm not on your computer, am I? Let's see here. Let's close this.
I'm thinking it's freeware software is not.
Yeah, or is it obsolete? Is it not current? That was Active Disk Editor, and we did the one from CNET, I believe. Diskeditor.org. Oh, look at that. Active Disk Editor was from diskeditor.org. We went from CNET, but I think it's the same product.
Yeah, it's the same. That's May 2020.
Yeah. That should be all right. Less than a year.
Should work.
Last updated May 29th, 2020.
Huh.
This article was the day before. One update within the last 6 months. Well, that means there's been another update since then. Low-level disk, if you're binary text modes, you can use with analyze, hard disk, main features, enhanced, side-by-side compare and edit, coloring. Is there anything here about not being able to save changes?
Not a whole lot of reviews.
No. All right, I'm out of time. I gotta call it a wrap.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, that was disappointing.
I'll keep digging at it.
Well, back to Thomas Edison. We haven't failed. We've just found another way that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and end the Zoom session. I'm going to end my remote connection, and then I'm going to do my closing spiel. Talk to you later, Tim.
All right.
Thanks.
Sure.
Okay, so another attempt to fix Tim's undeletable folder failed. Actually, 2 attempts, because we were using the suggestion from Wintermute. He was certain that that would work, and it did not, unless Wintermute sees something there that I didn't do right, but I don't know what that would be. And then this disk editor that won't let us make a change to that. We did prove that it is a true space, after the word edit. But we weren't able to make any other changes that would stick using the disk editor. So I think the next move would be to try a different disk editor. I'm thinking if we can change that space to something else, then maybe Windows will be able to delete the folder. Now this doesn't go anywhere into dealing with how did the folder originally get created, and that's back on the first video in Tim's playlist, where it's his photo editing software, the way that it creates a subfolder. And I don't know if we ever put it on video, but I think he mentioned to me that he's suspicious that there were times when he got into that editing screen where it gives the folder name for the subfolder, that he walked away from the computer and came back. And he thinks maybe that was the circumstance where this folder gets created in a way that just is not deletable. And it doesn't matter. Tim's not worried about it. He doesn't feel he has to delete the folders. It's just our technical curiosity that drives us to try to find a solution. So my YouTube channel is all about helping people for free with their computer issues. Whatever level you might be at is fine. If you'd like to request a session, send an email to me, DougBetts@LiveWindowsTraining.com. I tend to like 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Pacific time. So you could even propose which day and which of those times you'd like to have a session. Give me an idea in the body of the email what you'd like to have help with, and we'll put it together. So have a great day. I hope that was useful to you. Catch you later. Goodbye.